One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try it over the left side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
To the ground to try to move the chain. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. From the shotgun, the inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Tulane right back to the line. Looking for space. It's Gordon. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Temple's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Baker. The quick out. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Temple takes takes over, and the offense will return to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Baker. He's got him in the flat. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Tulane now facing third and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Guzman. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3.
These targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for a running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Gonna swing it on second down. Works the middle of the field. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it over the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gordon. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. Tulane right back to the line. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Barges ahead. He's not going to make it. job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here. In the second half to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, it's Gordon. Jukes his way for more. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Green Wave. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Pulls it, fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Temple lining up to punt it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Now on first down from the 43. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Can't get him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tulane.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on 1st down getting the sack. Now I put them in the predictable 2nd down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Handoff from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. From the gun, the give, looking for room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out quickly. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
On fourth down, going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This defense. Trying to protect the lead, you have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. The inside handoff. Turning it on! Big run there, gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. When you're trying... protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage 4th down situation, or do you say, nope, I'm going for the touchdown?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's up the gut right at you, they're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tulane.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Brings up 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
1st down, Temple.
Back to throw, it's Baker. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
He spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
First down, Temple.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Let's go.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going for 6. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.